Marie-Antoinette Singleton is the stepdaughter of Laurent Gbagbo, and she joins us now from CNN Washington. Thank you very much for joining us. First question, have you had any contact with your stepfather or any of his entourage since his arrest?
No, I have not having any contact with them. Not my father, my mother, or any of my siblings being arrested with them, or any of the people with them.
And what of supporters or friends you would have had in Ivory Coast who are close to him? What are they saying about his situation at the moment?
The situation is very bad. People are still being killed, homes are still being robbed, and people are just terrified. They are trying to leave the country. A lot of people are fleeing the country right now. The ones who can't try to hide the best that they can. It's total chaos. The city is destroyed. There's no food. People are just terrified.
Let me ask you about your stepfather. You know, we're running pictures now. We've just been showing them in the last few seconds of the moment, apparently, of his capture and arrest. And did you see those pictures and what went through your mind?
I did, and I can only tell the world that this is the new type of democracy that the world is trying to give us. Because up to this day, I don't know what mandate the UN or France or Mr. Ouattara and his rebels had to go and arrest him and arrest his family. I don't know what mandate they had. I don't know what authority they had to do so. And up to this day, we don't know in which condition they are.
Why do you think your stepfather won the election?
Because the Constitutional Council did its job, and they noticed the fraud, the violence. And I want to ask people, those rebels that we see on TV today, do people think that they were at church on Sunday, on election day? We all know that they use those same weapons to commit the violences that we've been denouncing all along.
There are those that would say, who would say that the Constitutional Council is allied to Laurent Gbagbo and therefore was going to ratify the vote in his favor. What do you say to that?
I'll say three things. I'll say that in France, because we copied the Constitution, in France, the president of the Constitutional Council is also close to the president. I'll say that it's the same thing in the United States. And I'll say that Mr. Bakayoko, who's the head of the Electoral Commission, is also from Mr. Bédier's party. That's RHDP. Mr. Youssouf Bamba, the spokesperson of the commission, of the Electoral Commission, is from Mr. Ouattara's party. So what do they say about that? They try to announce the results favoring Ouattara, going to Ouattara's headquarters because they're all from the same party. So why isn't that a problem? And everybody wants to blame the Constitutional Council, which has highly recognized lawyers and judges of Côte d'Ivoire.
Where do you go from here in terms of the situation regarding your stepfather and your mother?
I have put together a team of lawyers to go look into the situation. It's absolutely scandalous to see what's going on today. My mother being beaten, everybody can see it. Her hair has been pulled. She was thrown on the ground with rebels all around her, pulling her hair, touching her like she's their friends. This is the kind of democracy that Ouattara is bringing to Côte d'Ivoire. And one thing I want to add also is that this is nothing new to us. Because back in 1992, when Ouattara was prime minister, he arrested my parents, same manner. They were protesting because Ouattara has sent the military on campus, and a lot of students had been killed. Women had been raped. So when the opposition went on the street to protest, he arrested my parents. My mother was severely beaten and left for dead. And my brother was also arrested with them.
All right,
so it's the same thing.
Let me ask you about the present day, if I may, because there are accusations and suggestions that your stepfather, Laurent Gbagbo, might be tried for war crimes. The other side, under Mr. Ouattara, there are also investigations against them and his forces. But for the moment, what do you say to those who would like to try your stepfather for alleged war crimes?
They need to prove the war crimes. Mr. Gbagbo is the president of Côte d'Ivoire, and the army of Côte d'Ivoire defending itself against invasion, defending itself against France, the neo-colonial power, coming to impose Mr. Ouattara as president. That's what I tell them.
So you're saying also this view echoed by Laurent Gbagbo's supporters that France has not been playing an impartial role here?
France has been playing the role. There's no way these rebels could have been able to arrest my father if France hadn't opened the door for them. France bombarded the residents continually for days.
But it must be said that the international community has come down on the side of Alassane Ouattara and says he is the rightful winner of that election. So in a sense, as difficult though it might be for you to believe or accept, it is all over now, is it not, for Laurent Gbagbo?
No, I won't say it's all over. I won't say it's all over. The future will tell us. But I'll tell those people who say Ouattara won, I'll tell them that none of them came to count the votes. Votes have been counted in the US here, and it wasn't scandalous. Votes have not been counted in Côte d'Ivoire because they knew that Gbagbo was right and they did not want to be found out. That's what I tell them.
A final question. Has peace come now to Ivory Coast once this skirmish has settled down over the last few days? Will the country remain unified?
The country cannot be reunified because Ouattara's people are killing. They're doing ethnic cleansing right now. They go into homes and search for people who are from my father's or my mother's ethnic group, and they just kill them. And now they're taking money in the neighborhoods and telling people you have to pay us to protect you. So that's the new army of Côte d'Ivoire. I mean, this is the new governor of Côte d'Ivoire.
I mean, it's early days since obviously the arrest of your stepfather, and it might be expected that it will take a while for the militia, some say even months, and for the supporters on either side who took to the streets to calm down, return to their homes. Do you think Laurent Gbagbo's supporters will continue to fight his cause on the streets?
The supporters of Laurent Gbagbo cannot be on the street. They are being killed. I say people are terrified. A lot of them are trying to flee the country and hide the best that they can. I don't know how Ouattara will pull these rebels off the street because they have destroyed the city. You have a representative there. Ask them to go to show you the pictures. I don't know how he's going to pull this thing.
All right, we will leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, though, Marie-Antoinette Singleton, in our Washington bureau, stepdaughter of Laurent Gbagbo.